Well, my story is a 22-year-old one, meaning that I almost died 22 years ago. There's not anything I haven't tried. Literally traveled the world, diagnosed with chronic fatigue syndrome, irritable bowel syndrome, environmental illness, toxic brain syndrome even. And my system has gotten incredibly fragile, and in particular with my digestion. And I'm very careful about what I eat, how I eat, when I eat, etc. And so I knew I needed magnesium because I knew my nervous system wasn't getting nourished, but I didn't know how I was going to get it in my body, and I always felt like there was something I wasn't getting because I couldn't take magnesium because I couldn't put it in my digestive system, again because it was too fragile. And so when I saw transdermal magnesium cream, that's about all I needed to know. But with some intrepidation, I used it, and I say intrepidation because whenever I do anything to my well-being, again because of how fragile it is, had been that is, I don't know how it's going to go. I can cleanse too quickly, it can upset the system, and so as good as it sounded, with intrepidation I went at it. And when I say that, meaning that if it doesn't go well, which is in 99% of the cases, then I'm going to be really low health-wise for 2 to 4 weeks. It wasn't 3 days after using magnesium cream that I can say I took a full leap ahead in my well-being, and that's just not ever happened before, certainly not in 3 days. And so, long story short, for me, I had gotten to a certain level of well-being over a 22-year period, tried everything you can imagine, but it really has been magnesium cream that has shot me up kind of over the hump, so to speak. And the way I explained it is the improvement in my well-being was going about 10 miles an hour before, meaning I was moving forward, certainly getting well, but now it's going 100 miles an hour. And recently just saw a friend of mine who hasn't seen me for just an 8-month period, and the comments he was making, you know, just, Shaune, you really look better. And I know in another 8 months I'm going to be even that much better. So I'm just eternally grateful, full of joy that, you know, I get to live my real life. And, you know, I'm 43 years old, and for 22 years of that have felt constipated in my life. And my life is new because of magnesium cream.